But it's okay. I'm not tight about it. I'm over it. I have moved past it or whatever. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Devin. I'm a small town girl with big town hair and I like to travel. This is literally the third time that I've tried to do this. When I say third time, I don't mean like third time today. I mean over the last 3 days, I have tried to record this exact same video. The first time, there was no audio. The second time, it was blurry. We will see how this all turns out. But the point of the matter is if this doesn't work out now, there's no video that's coming. Sorry, I just can't be bothered. On Sunday, that was the reason for Sunday that I didn't have my video ready, was because I didn't realize that all the footage was completely blurry until I was going to edit the footage and I didn't have time to re-edit it. But I did do a live on Sunday on YouTube and I thought it was kind of fun and cool to like interact with people in vivo, like while they were there. And so I think that might be the new format. I think on Sundays I might do lives because that seems like I think it's just more fun, like Q&As and just answering questions or talking about topics that came up during the week. On Sundays, I believe I'm gonna go live exclusively, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you'll get video content. Come on like this. As you know from the title of this video, today I'm going to talk about ways to go abroad for free. I realized from like living abroad and like talking to people and like interacting with different people that people honestly don't realize that you can actually go abroad and work legitimately for free. I think that is a very interesting thing because I thought it was not common knowledge, but I thought a lot more people knew about it than they do. So I want to kind of share that knowledge because, girl, what did I say? When I come up, you come up. We rise together. I want to give you guys some of the ways that you can actually earn an income and sustain yourself while traveling and be abroad. So what these ways are either they're completely free, so they pay for you to get there, they pay for you to stay, and pay for you to get home, or they're partially free, which means you pay to get there, but your accommodations are free. Or it's like in exchange for things. So you pay to go there, but you don't have to pay your living expenses, but you can like work and get exchange for like money and stuff. That sounded illegal, but I promise all of these things are legal. I will also link everything in the description box below. So all the links to all the websites that I'm about to talk about will be there. So I'm on TikTok and I'll leave a link for that in the description as well. And not just to get followers, but also because every single day I give daily tips, like travel tips, work, digital nomad tips, mental health tips. Every single day there's some kind of tip that I'm offering to people. And I figure if you're here for that anyway, you might be there for that as well. So please follow me on TikTok. You can follow me on IG. And I'm gonna open a Facebook group, I believe, but I will keep that information, like I'll update you if and when that happens. But before I lose any of the lighting, I'm gonna go ahead and dive into my list. So these are my picks for how you can actually live abroad free. The first and the most obvious one I like to believe is teaching abroad. Teaching abroad is a really good way to get abroad for free because it allows you the opportunity to earn money and live for free. Or not live for me, I'm sorry, earn money and live in different countries. Hit the like button if you want a specific teach abroad video. I used to be a recruiter, the nationwide recruiter for one of the biggest language organizations in Vietnam. So if you want to know kind of insider deets and details about how to be recruited or how to work as a teacher abroad and different ways that you can go about that, please let me know by hitting the like button, and you can drop a comment below if you also feel led in your spirit to do so. But I do think that that deserves its own video because I have a lot of knowledge about that specifically. The next way that you can live abroad or you can have your accommodations paid for while abroad is through WOOF. So basically it's WWOOF, and that stands for Worldwide Organization of Organic Farms. Yes. And basically what you do is you can sign up on the website. I'll link it in the description. Like always, you can go and like go to these organic farms and you become like a farmer, like you harvest the stuff. It is seasonal and you do have to pay to get there, but a lot of times because they have an abundance of food, usually your food and accommodation are completely paid for. But if you go to the website, you can look at it. It's a good option for like a group of friends. If you're a single traveler, even if you're like a couple or a family, like it's a really good option for you to like take some time, give back to the global community and live in a cool country. Another way to live abroad and not have to pay for your accommodations is actually house sitting. House sitting is such a dope opportunity and a lot of people don't know about it. What you do is you can sign up for, the website that I'm signed up for is trustedhousesitters.com. There are several others and I'll link them in the description. But just so you know, there is a fee. I think it's like $200, maybe like $200 to sign up for the website. You have to take care of their houses, their property, and or their animals while they're away on vacation. And these people usually go away for like weeks at a time. So you could be in like Sweden for 3 weeks in a house, completely free accommodation. All you have to do is pay to get there and get back, which is really cool, and a lot of people don't know about it. So I'm gonna drop more information about that in the description box, okay? You can also look at hostels and work stays. So hostels and work stays, I was in Nice, France, hair flip. I was in Nice, France, and I met this woman. She was from the UK, and she said that she hadn't paid for accommodations for like years, like it was like 2 or 3 years or something. And basically she's on these work stays websites, which I'll put also down below, and she goes and works at these hostels in all these different countries for free. So like her gift is that she speaks English, so she can go, like she was in France, and so she was like the English, receptionist for this hostel. And it was so dope because she was saying how usually like they pay you and they pay for your accommodation. So you end up earning a little bit of money. It's not a lot, but you end up getting a little bit of spending money while you're there to help you like go to other places. And she has been traveling all over the world for like 3 years. So that's a great option if you're single or if you have an adventurous partner that you want to go and do that with. Another way to get your entire trip completely paid for, I'm talking flight there, food while you're there, accommodation while you're there, and flight back, as well as paid while you're there, is to join the Peace Corps. Now, that's a different kind of a commitment because it's like you're gonna be in this place and you're in these kind of remote locations all over the world. It's from what I understand, it's through the US government. I did apply to be in the Peace Corps once, but they didn't pick me because them hoes was not trying to let your girl be out here. But it's okay. I'm not tight about it. I'm over it. I have moved past it or whatever. But if you want to still go through the process of going through the Peace Corps, it is a really good option because you can go and you're doing something great for the global community. So I know people who have gone to Africa, I know people who have gone to parts of South America, people who have gone to Asia, and they speak highly about it. So it's really good because you not only do you get your accommodations and your flight and all of that paid for, but you actually get a stipend while you're there, which gives you the opportunity to save more money. So that's cool. So if you want to go abroad, but you don't have 2 years to, dedicate your life to do so, you can do a short-term organized volunteering situation. There are 3 sites that you can choose, and they populate by days, weeks, and months. So usually they're project-based things. So you can go into communities and help with infrastructure. You can help with the planning of the communities. You can also use your gifts and your actual professional talents to give to these communities that may not have those resources. So it's a really good opportunity if you have availability for a short time and you still want to do volunteering with well-known ethical organizations. I'll drop some in the description box below. Another way that you can travel across country, like the United States of America is what I'm talking about, is that you can drive someone's car across the US. This is crazy, but it works. So basically there's people who get jobs from New York to LA, right? And they fly there, they move all their stuff there, but they need someone to drive their car. So they will pay all your accommodations and basically give you a time to get across the US with their car. I mean, obviously that requires a lot more security, insurance. I don't know if they do background checks, I haven't done it, but it is a cool way to get a road trip across the United States completely paid for, as long as you don't wreck the car and you're totally safe. The last way that you could travel the world scot-free is to work on a yacht crew. These huge yachts, these Beyonce, Rihanna, Drake, Margot Robbie. I don't know why she came in my head, but Margot Robbie yachts, these big fancy people who have these big fancy budgets and these big fancy yachts. They need crews on those yachts. They need people to do event planning, people to make their menu, people to clean, all the kinds of things that you would need in a hotel or any kind of service, hospitality service. They have these yacht crews, and it's not I don't want you to think that you have to sign up to just be a housekeeper. If you go to the website, you can see jobs. I saw a job for a social media like consultant, and they were basically going to pay you to sit on this boat and do publicity for the boat on social media. So there are all types of jobs that you can do, and you get paid a lot. Again, this is a seasonal job usually, so it's like a couple months out of the year, but the pay is great. That you get all accommodations, all the food, and you get to go and port all over the world wherever the boat is. I don't know that I would do it because I just don't like the idea of just being stuck in the middle of the ocean. Like, yachting seems cute until you're like, oh, tsunami. So for me, as someone who is really scared of tsunamis, and just irrational when it comes to like the ocean, I wouldn't do it, but it could be something cool that you can do. And I do know someone who did it. I know a woman who was doing it before she came to teach at the school that I worked at in Costa Rica, and she was getting paid bank. She actually left the school that I was working in Costa Rica to go back to yachting because she was making so much money. So those are like just a couple of like the ideas that I've written down in my journal, and I've like taken notes about how to travel abroad for free, because when I first started traveling, I didn't have much money. I had $600 in my pocket, but I knew that I wanted to see the world. And I just never want anyone to feel limited by the fact that they don't have a lot of resources. Like, in any way, I just think we just need to get this information flowing and get it populated and out there, because everyone can afford, and well, everyone has the potential to do everything or anything they ever wanted to do. It just may take a different path or a different way, but I never would have thought that me leaving the United States in 2012 would have ended up with me like being a freelancer and working for myself here in 2020. If you have any recommendations about how you've lived abroad, let everyone else know in the comment section below, because I love to like hear more about ways that you can travel abroad for free, reduced amount, or whatever. And yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye.